Okay, welcome to Going Deep, the podcast with deep gameplay and deeper questions. My name is Max Scott the Tracks, and today I have with me. Introduce yourself.
I'm InfiniPatrons,
Infinite
also
Patrons.
just known as Patrons by some people.
Cool.
Also known as Infinity by some people, which isn't correct, but I never bothered to correct anyone, so lots of people call me that.
Don't call him Infini. Do you want to talk about where your name came from?
Yeah, it's a reference to the most powerful Hearthstone deck of all time. There's a unit called Grim Patron, which is a 5-mana 3/3 that makes a copy of itself every time it survives damage.
Such a disgusting unit. So disgusting. There was an infinite combo. Not infinite, but you spammed your board with units in one turn and just destroyed them.
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of a control deck, kind of like a tempo thing. I don't even know what you call it. Or combo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Warsong Commander,
So
I think.
when I made the name, I did not actually know that deck was going to be that busted, because I made it right when the card got spoiled.
Patrons, you can't ban deep on going deep. What is that?
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
It
God.
was the only logical ban.
This show is a mess. It's a mess. Oh my gosh. You're the
If you
first
didn't want Deep to be banned, you should have done best of one.
you're the first competitor to have deep be banned on going deep. But you know what? I'm gonna allow it because it's you. That is hilarious. So besides your name history, I want to learn about your gaming history. So tell me, when did you first start playing video games, card games, gaming in general? Tell me everything.
Okay, so I've been playing video games basically since I was born. When Doom 1 first came out, I was playing that when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Damn.
Or
Quick hands make
I don't actually know exactly how old I was, but I was a really young kid when that game came out. And then my first online video game was Age of Empires 2. That's how I learned how to type getting into that game. And then from there, I would say I didn't get really competitive. And I mean, I tried to get competitive with MOBAs when they became a thing. I played Dota 1 in high school, and then Dota 2, and then League of Legends.
Gotcha.
But I didn't get really actually competitive with a game until card games, which I started playing kind of by accident just because I had nerve problems in my hands and I couldn't play MOBAs anymore.
Whoa.
So
You
I ended up
don't need any tech skill to play a card down.
right. You don't need good timing. You don't need anything like that.
Yeah.
You just have to have a functioning brain. Sometimes, not even always.
Not even
So-
always.
My first exposure was that I was walking into a card shop with a friend, and we got starter decks for Magic. Oh, you're not allowed to second Mystic Shot.
We
That's
played
fun.
2 of those.
And
That's what you get for banning deep.
yeah, that's fair. That's totally reasonable. I guess
So you got some Magic themed decks.
So we got Magic starter decks. Didn't even really know the rules.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit, and then I downloaded Hearthstone when that came out, and I got way more into it than the person that showed it to me. And from there, I kind of played like most of the other online card games, and Runeterra is the one that I ended up taking the most seriously. But I got like high ladder in all of them. It's just that I didn't play too many tournaments until Runeterra.
And why was that?
I don't know, it was just I think it was having to do with the community. Not that there was something wrong with the community in the other games, but the Runeterra community was just really inviting, and it had integration in the client for tournaments. So, you know, my first tournament exposure was seasonals, and it was kind of easy to get into after that.
No, yeah, I think that's definitely a strength of Runeterra. Even though they don't push it enough, like the seasonals in client is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really hard, by the way, to talk and concentrate on the game at the same time. I must be 50% worse at least just for being here.
Yeah, that's my strategy. Is I get people talking and then distract them, and that's how I beat them. Speaking of, so you're pretty good at this game, right? What would you say is like some of your favorite accomplishments in Runeterra?
Well, obviously the big accomplishment is topping Aegis last time. That's the one that goes down in history. I've also topped seasonals a couple of times, and my highest finish ever was top 8.
Yeah, top 8 is seasonals. That's like that puts you as an elite player in my opinion, you know. Just getting top 32 seasonals is like it's a journey in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely you're a super strong player. Except you're playing Kane, that's a little questionable, but I'm not.
He's a one-of. We're just here for the region.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fair. I think a lot of people don't know quite how good you are, because your main like social media presence is that you kind of like cats, you know.
Yeah, that is
like if you ask
that is fair.
The average Runeterra enjoyer, like, hey, do you know this guy InfiniPatrons? They'd be like, oh, the guy that's always posting about like cats and stuff. They'd be like, yeah. So I think that's a kind of a way you nerf yourself, you know, keep yourself low key.
I do have non-cat related content on Twitter, which interestingly is usually more popular than the cat stuff, even though I think the cat stuff is better.
I mean, we can all agree on that. The cat stuff is pretty cute. You have a lovely cat. Okay, nice dark enthrall swing. But how many? You just have one cat, right?
I have one cat, but I'm in the market for a second cat because I think he needs a friend.
Once I get a job.
The cat's name is Nemo.
Nemo, yeah. What would your second cat's name be?
Well, we already use Yumi on a different cat that's like the family cat.
Aww.
So I can't use that anymore.
Yeah, but by the end of this stream, you're gonna have to show the cat if it's around.
Yeah, he was walking around. I think he's in the hallway now playing with the dog.
Yeah.
We'll get him back.
Beautiful.
I mean, Rengar is cat related, but I don't think that's like a very good name for a pet.
Rengar.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
Nemo is obviously not a Runeterra champion, but he is orange, so it was a fitting name.
Wait, so Yumi is the family cat name?
Yeah, Yumi is the name of a cat that lives with my family that I wasn't able to take with me.
That's so cute.
The sweet smell of science.
That's not good.
Sure beats the
Can I get a strike spell, please?
No. Nah. You don't play those.
Well, funny story is that I actually do play those.
I don't think so. What do you play? The Okay, see, that's no, you don't have to do that.
Hey man, you didn't have to double miss and shot my Oxon, but we're here now.
Okay. Well, now that we're here. So card game history, you played Magic, Hearthstone.
So, in order of when I took the game seriously, I played Hearthstone first. I mean, I played Magic for the first time first, but I played Hearthstone first, and then I got into Shadowverse, and then Gwent, and then Magic, and then Runeterra. And those are the ones that I've gotten high ranks in.
Were you ever going to IRL tournaments?
No, I've never done that. I would like to. Minasia says that he wants to teach me Flesh and Blood, so maybe one day I will.
I see. Minasia was our last going deep guest, so I'm glad you mentioned him. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You
Another one.
From Absolution.
Absolution, also one of our going deep guests.
You know how it is.
But so what do you do? What do you do, patrons? Just in your day-to-day.
So when I'm not here, I'm tutoring math.
Okay.
But my long-term aspirations are to go back to graduate school for data science.
Data science. Gotcha. You want to do some science on that data? Any of the specific aspirations with that?
Fate is what I make.
Not really. I just imagine it as like a kind of, you know, vanilla job at a tech company.
That's
processing huge amounts of otherwise boring data. I'm fine with that though.
Yeah, that's not a bad life.
Yeah.
I think data science is fun. You know, I've taken my fair share of statistics classes. What is your math background like?
So I was originally not that big of a math person. Oh man.
I don't like Akshan. I don't like.
Yeah, I get that impression.
Yeah.
I was originally not that much of a math person, and then So I first went to school for neuroscience, and I almost got a PhD in that.
Oh, dang, a PhD? What the?
Yeah.
Heck? I remember we talked about this before one time, but like hearing it
Yeah,
out
so
loud.
I was
from
kind
you-
of not happy out there for reasons that mostly had to do with just like mental health problems and depression.
Yeah.
I had undiagnosed bipolar, and I was getting meds that weren't the right kind of meds for me.
Oh, I see.
So, that I got like about halfway through that degree, but it didn't work out for that reason.
Yeah.
And I ended up. Oh yikes! This hand isn't very good. I ended up coming back and applying for. Hold on, I have to decide.
No, you're good. You're good. You're talking about an important arc in your life, and you're talking about an important moment in the game. So take your time. This is important.
Yeah, so I ended up coming back home and applying to data science programs straight away because I kind of already knew that I wanted to do that, and that might be a better fit than neuroscience for a couple of reasons. And the feedback that I got was that I was like, they liked me as a candidate, but they thought that I needed more math experience. So I said, fine. I went back to school and I took all the math classes that were available, and I've done that now. And so I'm kind of ready to apply to data science programs whenever I want, but I'm also doing this tutoring thing, and so I want to probably apply to like a part-time program or an online program that allows me to continue doing that.
Gotcha. Do you find yourself doing like online school? Like, because I did like about half my degree online just because COVID, and it was fine. You know, it's online. It definitely lose a certain aspect of the learning, but how do you feel about that stuff?
So I've never done an online program before, so I guess we'll have to find out, but
yeah,
I think that they can be done well if I apply to a good one. Some of the programs are quite prestigious even though they're online.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely no reason to discredit them. Like there's a lot of barriers that like you can't like what I'm trying to articulate, there's some magic to being IRL, right? But there's also a lot that just doesn't need to be IRL for any good reason. Yeah, but this is Zolani's scary. Such an underrated card.
She's a scary lady.
She is.
Zolani is probably my favorite card in the game.
Really?
Yes.
So you've been having fun with the last expansions?
Oh, quite a bit. All the Darken cards are, well, not all of them. Some of them are a bit whiff. But the Darken cards in general are my favorite cards that exist in Runeterra.
Oh my gosh, you Furious Wielder.
Oh no.
Furiously wielding.
Yeah.
May we bleed forever.
Wait, so Jolani, she used to be June the Prodigy?
No, I did not know that. Tell me more. I'm not super clear on the lore.
Yeah, so June the Prodigy got like corrupted, I guess, by the Darkened Bloodletters, I believe. Because you can see she kind of has like the same thing going on in the Darkened Bloodletters picture as Master Yi.
Right.
With her face, because she was like Master Yi's prodigy, but then she turned into Jolani. So yeah, just some lore background.
I had no idea, but that makes perfect sense. She does have the multiple eyes.
Exactly, yeah. Alright, I guess I'm killing your equipment.
Oh,
give me a wrench bot. It's so funny to think of like Heimerdinger fighting these Darken.
Yeah.
You're kind of like okay, so do you feel like you're very strong at math stuff now? Also, what were your aspirations with the past doctorate you were almost achieving?
So the story with that is that I was originally pre-med in college, and I just kind of realized at the last minute that I didn't like that, but I had already been doing neuroscience research just to have something on my resume.
Gotcha.
You're a bit out of cards. So I'd been doing this neuroscience research, and when I realized I didn't want to go into medicine, I was just like, well, I'll just do this by default. It'll probably be fine.
It'll work out.
And I'd already been doing it for years at that point, and I did like it, and I still like certain things about it.
What kind of research did you do for the neuroscience stuff?
It was so in college, my research was on the hippocampus and memory formation.
Whoa.
And we were using a certain kind of molecular technique that you can look up called catfish, which is all an acronym. Every letter stands for something. But I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of that.
Wait, catfish is an acronym?
Yeah, an acronym that doesn't have to do with catfishing people, but has to do with in situ hybridization of RNA probes. But
if y'all couldn't tell, Patrons is a very smart dude. If it wasn't abundantly clear already.
Okay, well, it would appear that you've died.
Yeah. That's true. Unless I get lifesteal.
Yeah, lifesteal would save you.
No luck.
Not quite.
Yeah. The swinging glaive card, how do you feel about that one?
We're gonna kill Heimerdinger right away just because he upsets me.
That's fine.
Swinging Glaive is really good. So anyway, I was pre-med and I ended up doing this by default when I decided I didn't want to do medicine. And I ended up in a lab that was studying dopamine and reward learning. And we were using a really cool technique, which is, I guess, probably more common now than it was when I was in school, called optogenetics, where you can engineer the animal's neurons, the ones that you're interested in studying, to be light sensitive, like in the way that the neurons in the eye normally are, so that you can implant a fiber optic cable into their brain and you can turn on their neurons at will by shining light into their heads.
Whoa.
So that's the technique that we were using. And I had a really cool experiment that never got quite finished, unfortunately, before I left. But what I realized when I was out of that field is that I don't really like the hands-on stuff that much.
Yeah.
I prefer to be behind a desk, just like coding or doing something like that. Not like out in the world building things and making stuff happen in that way. So I think that a data science job would be better for me.
Gotcha. What do you think that says about your personality that you don't like being like, I guess in the forefront, like driving the physical things? Because I definitely relate to that as well. Like my favorite things I do in life are like something like streaming or like, you know, being creative with like the music stuff. But I don't like when it comes to something like performing or like.
Yeah, I think I'm just not much of a tinkerer, like
Yeah.
in the way that you kind of have to be in order to succeed in that field. Because we were in a small lab when I was working in graduate school, and that was kind of like it was my job to do everything.
Yeah.
So if like we needed to build a maze for the mice to run in, I was making it out of plexiglass. If we needed to build a part to go on their in their brains that was made out of 25 parts in the size of a quarter, like even though my hands shake, I had to build it myself.
Gotcha.
You know? And that just wasn't really for me.
I could see that being a detriment to your enjoyment of the research, no matter how good it like.
Yeah, like the science part of it I really liked, but
Yeah.
that wasn't the whole part.
That makes sense. Do you like how I matched your Ruthless Orator with the 3-1 tough unit?
Yeah, that is something that happened.
Is that Nemo or the dog in the background?
Oh no, that's one of the dogs.
Aw.
Here, fishy, fishy.
Have you seen Porocam before?
I have. It's very cute.
Oh yeah. Alright. I'm noticing you like these Shurima decks, Patrons.
Shurima is one of my 3 favorite regions.
That's fair. What are your other 2? I feel like you can learn a lot about a person by their
Probably
favorite
in order of favorite, Ionia, and then Shurima, and then Demacia.
region. Ionia, Shurima, Demacia.
It's
Yeah, that says a lot. That says a lot.
What does it say? Tell me.
No, we're not gonna go there. We don't have to go there. We don't have to.
I know. I'm curious. I'm
No,
curious.
it's
I
okay.
mean, all right.
It's okay. It just says a lot. That's all I'll say. It just says a lot.
Fair.
Not only Ionia, not only. Never mind. Don't go there, Max.
axes coming right up.
Got some axes for you.
So you just like don't have an axe or a mystic shot or anything? Oh, okay, can't do that.
That would be a very bold play. That would be a very.
I can see the axe in your hand, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe fortunately.
Fortunately for me.
Fortunately for you. So okay, I'm just trying to get like a proper arc of your life. So early life, you're chilling, playing lots of video games like Doom. Midlife, you go to school, start to figure out what's going well for you, what you don't like. Now you're a little bit older, you're starting to do the tutoring, you know, you help people a lot, you're playing a lot in the Runeterra community. What is like, what's your day-to-day life like though? Starting to try to go back to school for the data science stuff.
Oh, well, day-to-day life is a little bit different than it would have been historically right now.
Okay.
Because I recently moved to Texas.
Congrats.
I'm getting resituated here.
Welcome.
So there's a lot of just figuring things out logistically and stuff like that.
That's cool.
I'm actually staying with Roji's brothers, who was very generous to let me stay in a spare room here while I get everything together. And the day-to-day life is a little bit hectic, more so than it would have been recently.
Wait, like Grandpa Roji's brother? Like.
Yeah. Grandpa Roji's brother. Like the dog that Nemo is friends with is Roji's dog's sibling.
Oh snap! So how did that happen? If you don't mind me asking.
I was just looking for a place to stay, and he was kind enough to offer. You know, I didn't even ask for it.
Yeah.
But he just put it out there, and it was very generous of him.
Crazy the places the Runeterra community will take you, eh?
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's cool. Nice. What is like? I mean, I see some oval.
I guess we're just doing this.
You're just swinging in. That's fair.
With your name on it.
I have an axe with your name on it, just by the way.
Okay, that's fair. My hand is a little bit awkward, as you're gonna find out.
I just realized that now. All right.
We had to do that because that's like kind of the only way that this guy gets down.
Oh, okay.
And then the other part of why we did that will make itself evident next turn.
I mean, I'm excited to find out, I guess. Mammoth Rager's such an underrated unit.
He's very large.
He's
huge. Large and in charge.
He's sick.
Okay, and the other reason why I did it is because I was gonna have to play Sejuani last turn, and then I wasn't gonna have against the Sun.
I see.
So basically, that was the only reason that I had.
So you want to answer the Scion. Okay, I've heard a lot of people have mixed feelings about this. Do you think Sejuani should be permanent grant?
Permanent grant?
Yeah.
Like, permanent grant what? Vulnerable?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to ask if you run Flock and Scorched Earth and things like that?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Do you run those things?
No.
None of them at all?
No Flock, no Scorched. No
Okay.
Disintegrate, nothing silly.
Prove your worth.
I think Sejuani's fine where she is, balance-wise.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Sure. You need the other axe?
Yeah, of course. Come on now. Come on now, patrons. You know I'm gonna use the other axe. Alright. Got a weird feeling that this Mammoth Rager wants to eat some, wants to get big.
He's big. He's a large.
Yeah, that Battle Fury is specifically what I was implying. Does this work? That does not work. Okay, never mind.
That would be
patrons.
broken if that worked.
That might be a little broken. You freeze my...
This Shurima deck is not something that's normally...
Patrons.
Just wanted to try it.
You freeze my Scion. You ban my deep deck. You kill my Heimers. The disrespect I've experienced on this episode of Going Deep is like none else. So I'm gonna have to request a final rematch with Deep.
Okay, just a best of one?
Just the best of one.
Alright, let's do it.
If you have the time for it.
Yeah, I absolutely have the time.
Okay. Let's run it back. This is the disrespect, another level for me, patrons. How did you become such a disrespectful gamer?
It's just kind of it's the way you're born, I think, for some people.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's just the way you're born. I don't buy that. So that's cool. You're in Grandpa Roji's brother's downstairs area. I won't say
just temporarily. So I've already got a job that I really like out here.
Congrats.
I work at a tutoring center that's also a coffee shop. It's like a hybrid business.
Oh, that's sick.
And you know, basically like students come in, they get their drink, and then they go to the side area where the tutoring happens after school. It's a really cool thing. But I'm just basically staying out here until I get a couple of paychecks, and then I'm moving into my own place. And I'll be in the area with Roji permanently.
Nice.
And our other teammate, maybe next time, also moves out here in Dallas, so we can all have a team meetup soon.
When can we have a Texas lore party? That's the main question.
Anytime you want,
bro.
I'm always down.
It needs to happen soon, because we've got so many Texas and lore players. It's just bound to happen. Like DreamHack was kind of a mini version of that, but I think it's soon we're gonna find it will happen. I'm manifesting it. I'm very excited to meet more lore players in real life. Have you ever been to like a convention or anything like that?
Have I ever been to what?
A convention.
Like in my life, yes, but what do you mean specifically?
You know, Comic-Con, anime, just nerd stuff I'm asking you about.
Well, I was at a MLG event, if that counts.
Oh, that counts. Come on, patrons. That counts.
Alright.
What was that for?
I was just watching professional StarCraft, like as a spectator.
Oh, you're a StarCraft player too.
I'm not actually. I was there with my friends. I didn't know what was going on.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop killing my stuff, even though I know you probably are be killing my stuff. I'm still gonna ask.
No. The chat said StarCraft is based.
I think StarCraft is cool. I just am very bad at it.
That's fair, given what we've learned. StarCraft takes a ton of technical skill and just like micro macro timing. Everything about StarCraft is difficult. You have to be like yeah, I don't know. It's nothing I would ever play. I'll say that. I'm way too relaxed for that life. Do you like my spiderling swing?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to respond to an important email, but
you're chilling.
I'm 100% back with you.
Take your time. Important emails take precedence.
So how many quietus do you run?
2.
Okay. Well, can I ask you not to have your second one right now, please?
You can ask me. I mean, I can't guarantee that I won't have it.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you don't have it.
No, I mean, what's Sarah gonna do sitting there for a turn or 2? Maybe I'm just saving it for another Zoe.
Yeah, true.
The Isles will bloom again.
Do you have any hot takes on Seraphine?
I think that Seraphine is actually like pretty close to being balanced and fine, and I don't like the RNG aspect of her so much, but it's like manageable. But I think that President is just a completely unacceptable card. So if you fix President, I think Seraphine would be okay.
President being which one?
The support card for her, the 4-mana 2/2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that card is silly. I agree. That card is unhinged.
That card is just not alright.
Yeah, just get a. It's like pre nerf aloof is the way I see that card. It's like that level of strength. They're pre nerf. What's the poison dart generator? What card is that? Help me here,
Oh,
patrons.
yeah. Yordle Lecturer.
Yeah, lecture. Pre-nerf lecture. It's like that level of like just a broken follower. Alright, now you're killing my stuff. Is this all Runeterra is? Do we just kill each other's stuff? Why do we even...
Runeterra is a very violent game.
I mean, it is. Inherently. We're eating trash.
Speaking of killing your stuff,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to ask this guy to stop
No,
whatever he's doing.
no.
You can be a tree somewhere else.
That is so disrespectful. The good thing is, he'll come back. He's never gone for long, you know?
Is that the way Maokai works?
Yeah.
He just regrows?
You just find him again, and then he's alive. Alright, let's see.
No!
Can you keep her alive? No? Okay.
My hand is not very good for this situation.
Perfect. Wait, why did she apologize to her dad? Sorry, I have voice lines on, and I'm very intrigued with the lore today.
I do not know what the deal is with her and her dad.
She says, sorry, Papa. What? Barkeep. Alright. Yeah, all your cards are free now. That's cool.
See the world from behind.
So there must be a Nautilus in your hand.
Maybe.
You have
Maybe
here.
there is. Maybe there's not. Maybe I'm just chilling. Do you have any what is your favorite media franchise of all time, patrons?
My favorite media franchise.
Yeah.
You know, I actually really like well, I don't know how much if it's a franchise if it only has one installment. But I really like a lot of what Dota has going on in terms of its aesthetic and character design. And if I could choose, I would be playing the Dota card game, except that Valve kind of ran that one into the ground. Not on its merits as a card game, but just because I like the characters.
Is the Dota anime good? I've been seeing that on Netflix.
It was okay. I watched it and it was just okay.
It's no Arcane, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's not Arcane.
Okay.
For sure, it's not Arcane.
It's not Arcane tier. Which, I mean, I don't think most things are Arcane tier, which is fine. That show, to me, that show's just like masterpiece vibe.
Yeah. It totally is.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Why do you hate my champions so much?
They're too cute. That's why. Seraphine and Zoe, they're just too silly.
I find my second tail here.
And there's no chance. That's a dead Zoe.
Yikes.
Yeah. Get it out of here. Wheel it away. I'm not gonna lose 3 times on my own show, patrons.
Well, I would like you to lose 3 times because that would mean that I won 3 times.
Oh. As it may be.
Okay, that's not gonna be allowed.
Alright, fine. Fine. But now you're top decking shitty spells, so that's cool with me.
True, but there's a non-shitty spell that this will lead to at some point.
I mean, kind of there is. Okay. Sometimes I forget when I'm on Going Deep that my person I'm playing against can hear everything I say, so I'm like, oh nice. I'm like, wait, Max. They just heard you celebrate. Man. Dude.
Okay.
Correct.
Whoa. What? You got that from back alley? You're kidding.
No, I run that.
Oh, it just got reduced because back alley. Sorry, I'm trolling. Huh. I've never seen anybody play this on Diva.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card, I think.
Yeah.
I assume you're going deep here and I'm moving myself back. Okay.
Nope. I might be a little more bricked than you are.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm just gaming. We're just passing. I heard good players pass. Do you have any input on that as a good player?
I think good players pass when appropriate is the actual version of that.
I have a question. Do you have the seasonal card back? The top
The
16
seasonal
one
card.
or the
Oh
board?
no, I don't. I wasn't able to play that season.
Oh wait. Also, I have a whole nother line of questions. Are you qualified for Worlds? That's something I need to ask you as well.
I am not.
You're
I'm
not
not.
Worlds qualified.
I needed one more good season, and I just wasn't really enjoying the Nami meta, and I didn't go for it.
That's fair. We have ages to look forward to, so don't be too upset about it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually going to take longer than I was hoping it would.
This episode of Going Deep?
No, not the episode. Me getting to my win condition.
My bad. That's my ego peeking up right there. Being like,
Okay, I guess we'll just attack.
alright. Fair enough.
Sure.
Keep playing, Zon.
Alright, we
We'll
went
get something
deep.
good eventually.
We went deep at least once on the episode. At least I've accomplished that much.
The water rises.
Okay, I apologize. I thought you were Worlds qualified, to be honest.
No. It's cool. I mean, I was like very close to being. I just decided that I didn't want to play ladder.
These isles will be
That's respectable, to be honest.
Okay, let's get this guy out of there.
Alright. Fair enough. I'll get some more saplings popping off.
And so life springs anew.
Yeah.
Trying to discard those champions before you draw them again, ideally. And
Let's get all these things out of here too.
Okay. Fair.
Oh wait, I definitely did that wrong. Maokai should have been dead. I'm a little distracted. All right. Do we want to kill Maokai?
I was gonna say, patrons, you don't have a Seraphine. It doesn't double.
Okay, we're just gonna find a way to kill Maokai with this.
Alright, that's fair. I'm gonna have to use my third Maokai. Alright.
Okay, none of these things. Okay, none of these things either.
Oh my god, don't tell me.
Well, that'll work.
Yeah, that'll work. Dang it. I'm hungry.
Sure. Hungry boy.
Also, you're quite a chef, patrons.
Oh, I mean, I only make like snack foods. I don't really actually do a lot of cooking, but I put some effort into my snack foods.
I say that because sometimes patrons just pops into my stream and drops an imager link, and I'm like, I know what this is, and it'll just be like the most delicious looking snack you'd ever imagine. I'm like, dang you, patrons, dang you.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't ever get better for us now. How many vengeance do you run?
2.
2 is a good number. That's a way better number than 3.
That's true. That's true. I probably discarded one with tossing. Oh my god. On my own stream. The king of the cats would catastrophe me on my own stream. That's a fitting way to end this episode. Alright, patrons. Any last words? Do you want to shout out your Aegis teammates? Anything?
Wait. Last thing we should do is get Nemo on camera, right?
Okay,
Because we
yeah.
said we would.
We'll have a second. Let's just swing for lethal first.
Alright,
with
sure.
catastrophe. Disgusting.
Take in the angry cat noises. As
It's
you know, it's minus 31 or minus 24.
Yeah, minus 24. doing double the amount of damage that you need to, and the Unforgiven Cold just to add some insult to the injury. Fair enough.
Okay, let's find Nemo. I'll be right back.
Bye, Nemo. I'll be here. I'll talk to stream real quick. Add existing. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Huh. Do you have Nemo?
Alright, we got him here. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear you.
Okay. You can't see me, patrons, but I'm showing the stream. I mean the YouTube my puppy dog.
Yeah, he was in the middle of a nap. I think he wants to go back to it.
Aw. Okay, patrons. Now any final things you need to say?
Yeah, just I think this show is really cool. It's a good thing you're doing for the community, and it was an honor for you to have me on.
Well, thanks, patrons. That's sweet of you to say. Until next time, guys, I'm going to have all patrons links in the description below. If you want to watch more interviews like this, they will also be below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your day, patrons. Bye, homie.
All right, you too. Bye.
Peace.